Good morning, y'all. Brett. We still supposed to meet. Shit. Thank you, Shireen. Share this live. Good morning. I got a new track I want y'all to hear. I think y'all gonna like this, man. I put it on Instagram yesterday. We got a guest this morning. One second, y'all. One second, y'all. I have to do something for our guest this morning. Our guest is gonna hop on in a second, but that Joe messed it up and forgot to send the invite. Forgot to send the invite. Oh, forgot to send the invite. Forgot to send the invite. I forgot to send the invite. Good morning, everybody. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. I said, come on in. Come on in. I said, come on in. Come on in. I said, bring your ass in here. Come on in. I said, come on in. I said. All right. Good morning, everybody. Come on in here. We have a guest coming on. Brooklyn Mike's going to join us shortly. Have my man come on in here after a while. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Come on in. Anyway, everybody. It is Thursday. Big comedy show next Saturday. I got a video I want to show y'all. We talked about that last week, Tanisha. About Drake not being hip-hop. Oh, we didn't talk about that. We can talk about that. We get to that in a second. We supposed to be doing this moment of clarity right now. Uh, oh Lord. All right, my guest is saying they having trouble. Hold on a second. I'm sitting. I swear for God. I swear for God. Oh. Trying to get our guest on, everybody, and we're having technical issues. But namaste, everybody. Let me take these glasses off. Do we need to do a moment of clarity right quick? Huh? Let's get some. Let's get settled. Let's get settled. Get centered, get focused. Hey, Elise. Take 3 deep cleansing breaths. Good morning, everybody. Namaste. This morning. Have I told y'all about this book I'm reading? I'm reading this book from Susan Jeffers. Barbara Jeffers, is that her name? Her name is Susan Jeffers. I'm gonna show y'all this again. It's called Fear It and Do It Anyway. Y'all see this book? Y'all paying attention? Y'all see it? Right? So, one of the things that this book pointed out was about difficult conversations and having difficult conversations as it pertains to our full, rich, whole lives. We're out here chasing our biggest, best life, and oftentimes, I don't know, people like me, get slowed down because of a conversation we dread having, don't feel like having, don't want to get into, worried about the outcomes and so on and so forth. And over time, what that does is it chips away at our foundation, sort of our happiness foundation or our confidence foundation. Because what happens over time, avoiding difficult conversations becomes easier and easier and easier. Your mind will always find an excuse or reason, a better reason to not have that conversation. You'll find you'll talk yourself out of it so fast. And we're talking about if it's a conversation about, with your boss, your spouse, your kids, your family, your friends. We will talk ourselves out of difficult conversations a lot. I want to remind everybody this morning that there's nothing to fear in there, And when we start talking ourselves out of difficult conversations, when we find an excuse to not go and confront something or suggest something or go up against, we know that our words will bring tension and will bring maybe stress or whatever. Will bring tension for sure. We avoid it. Get to it. You understand? Get to it. Those conversations, while difficult, actually give us the most benefit. We get a ton of what we're looking for on the other side of that conversation. As a matter of fact, what a statement that I'd like to share in that regard is that all of the success is on the other side of that hard work that you are avoiding. So that happiness factor that you're looking for is on the other side of that conversation. Think of it in those terms. It's difficult to get through that conversation, but the conversation will be that long, but the impact is forever. So, wanted to bring that up to y'all this morning. Namaste. And I bow down to the divine in each and every one of you. And amen. Amen, y'all. Hey, look, our guest is here. Before we bring him in, can I get a thumbs up? Or some praying hands if that helped you out? Go have those conversations. Don't avoid them. Go do them. I'm telling you. So after a month you rolling out. Who's that? Raymond Boone. So after a month you rolling out? What? Anyway. Thank you. I don't know what you're talking about, Raymond. I missed it. But we got to bring our guest in. This brother who I'm about to bring on right now, ladies and gentlemen, is... let me change the music, too. Is a true comedian and a half. He ain't just a comedian. He a comedian and a half. We've been telling jokes together for years and years and years, and he is hilarious. He came to Bangin' and Bowie once, and he shut that motherfucker down. You hear me? Shut it down. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome my good man, my good friend, Mr. Brooklyn Mike is in the building.
I'm here. I'm in the building.
Yes, he made it. Hold on. Talk Mike. Let me check your mic. There we go.
Yeah. We good?
We are good. Everybody give Brooklyn Mike a round of applause.
Give me some love, yo.
Yeah, we got air horns for you and everything else this morning.
I hear that, man.
Yeah, let's get some applause.
Yo, I feel the love.
So, Mike, you can't see this. I can see all of the comments. The comments show up on my screen, so they're all in here. They're welcoming you. They're giving you a round of applause. They're all saying, hey. Brooklyn Mike, ladies and gentlemen, this is my guy. What's the good with you, sir?
I'm good, man. I'm ready, man. I'm in the gym. I'm getting ready to come on back down there, man, and sling these jokes.
You in the gym?
In my basement gym at the crib, y'all.
I ain't mad at you. So Mike, here on the Joe Clair Live every morning, I consider this show like grown ass people having a cup of coffee together in the break room at work before the supervisor come in.
Right.
You know, when you talk one way before the supervisor come. Right. And as soon as she come, you're like, bitch, all right, I'll see y'all at lunch. This bitch
I gotta go. I
got to go. This bitch done came in. You fucking everything up. Melissa, hey, Kay, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Talking about people, talking about other co-workers, yeah.
That's what we do in here. We just finished our moment of clarity. So first, let me ask you, do you have any like daily routine that you do to keep your God and your spirituality and all of that centered? Because it's hard doing what we do.
No, it is. It is. You know, Joe, and to your listeners, the one thing I hate about what we do, Joe, is that there's no human resource department. Like you gotta
HR.
Like I get frustrated. I be hating on the low, not outwardly, But then on the low, I be like, yo, how did this person or that person get this? And they only been here like I be hating on the low. I be hating. So I get up in the morning and I'm very thankful that I'm up and I argue with God, bro. Me and God be going back and forth.
Like Lieutenant Dan in Forrest Gump. You.
I be like, yo, God, what did I do wrong? A little pee wee shuck just got a deal. What did like? I be arguing with God. I think it's healthy, and some people will go, nah, you're supposed to. Like, I have deep conversations because I want to know why and what I'm doing wrong. But one of my many rituals is I go through maybe 6 bottles of water before 10 o'clock, and I'm just sitting down. I don't get on my cell phone. I don't look on social media. And I be talking to God, so like he my next door neighbor. I be like, yo, what's good, G? Like, G, what I got to do today, yo? You know?
How the fuck do I get this movie, bro? All right,
Right? Like, what do I got to do? I don't want to get yo. I totally be. I mean, most people won't say I don't hate. Like, I'm not gonna pray on somebody's downfall, but I do be looking at people sideways, like, yo, how did they get that? Like,
well, with that being said, then that brings up an interesting point because right now in the Cat Williams interview that shook up the world, that they Coke what's her name, Jackie Fabulous said Cat Williams interview was the best comedy special I've seen.
Yeah,
all year, right?
You know,
but
yeah.
but one of the points he made, Mike, is that and it's going around. It was about Kevin Hart's ascension and how quick it seemed to happen, especially when once Kevin set foot in L.A. and it's movie, TV show, first year, boom, 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 boom.
Right. So I can attest to this for Kevin Hart. I don't know how he made his way out in LA, but Kevin was grinding in New York City.
Gotcha.
Like, and his grind, he was under some powerful dudes, like some powerful comics who were big leagues in it. But Kevin, I promise you, used to come to New York. He was under the Rich Voss. He was Keith Robinson. Like, these guys was already made in New York. Patrice O'Neal, like Kevin was the joke of all of these guys, but he was around like comedy greats, like he was around some real dudes. So when I hear that, it was just set up for him in New York as he started making a name for himself to go to LA. But I don't. People can't question Kevin's grind. Now he was around, like Kevin was around the Michael Jordans of New York City. So
let me ask you this then. With that being said, when you talking to God,
right?
Do you be talking about Kevin?
No, not Kevin.
Dear Lord,
dear
Lord. I understood how he got soul playing God, but this new one, he ain't even a comedian in this new.
But you already know. Listen, you and I, your show can go on for like 9 hours of certain individuals who are where they at, and you be scratching your head every day. At least, Kevin, we can honestly say,
you saw that grind. I saw that grind.
You know what I mean? Like, he been around comedy. He's been I've seen Kevin bomb. But then there's some guys who I be speaking to the God about. It's like they just jumped on because they got 90 million followers, and I'm like, why, God? But come on, Kevin. I've seen Kevin bomb plenty of nights in New York City.
Okay.
Like, he used to be the punching bag for Patrice O'Neal, Rich Voss, Keith Robinson. He used to be the punching bag of those guys. You know?
Got you. Wow. Y'all understanding what's going on? So I only brought that up because we say we sit and we talk to God, and I can't front like I one of the tenets that I had to accept was you're not supposed to compare yourself to other people, right? But when you are responsible for children, households, bills, a woman, her life, your life, all this shit going on, you start to say, hold on a second, how the fuck? Hold on a second. on.
Listen,
I gotta make and this motherfucker over here. He still eat boogers. God, how is it?
Yo, dude, it's like that crackhead in your neighborhood that hits the lottery.
Right.
Really, God? Really? Like, what is the lesson in that? Like, real. So I don't compare myself to people, but I do look at people and I'm like, so think about it, Joe. I came into comedy with kids. You didn't even have no kids. I have 5 children. I
Woo!
came into comedy with kids, young. And when you think about it, like Kevin didn't have no kids all those years out in those streets. So most of my decisions was, wait a minute, I can't leave here because I gotta go. I'm not making any excuses, but I know for a fact myself, I came into comedy with kids. So there was all types of sacrifices. I couldn't go to LA.
Right.
I wasn't gonna leave my kids here on the East Coast.
Right.
You know, and it's not no excuse, but there's a lot there's a lot of comics out there who you and I both know, the world knows, who ain't even really got booed yet, and they in arenas. They didn't even never got booed, and they using their social media platform to get in places that I've been trying to get into forever.
Yeah. I feel you. Michelle Annette is on here. She said, Dad, Cleezy, I had to close my door. I told you we talking like the supervisor ain't here.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You gonna hear you gonna hear all kinds of motherfuckers and yeah, close the door.
What? I'm sorry if can I be me? My fault. I didn't know.
No, you too, Mike. Fuck that. No,
okay.
That's how we talk over here in the morning time. Fuck that. So so Mike,
yeah.
In 2024, comedians have become sort of like rappers.
Right.
We're starting to have one. I think Cat Williams put the nail in the coffin with we are allowed to have beef now, and it's allowed to go ahead and be played out like rapper beef. We used to keep that behind closed doors. We'd talk about it at the comedy show. I know I'm gonna see that nigga in the green room, or we got a show together in 2 months, or I'm gonna see this motherfucker. It seems like now it gets to spill over to
comedy.
It gets to spill over to comedy. It spills over into what the talk is gonna be. Is that a good thing?
I don't think it's a good thing. I hope it don't get to the point, Joe, where when I come down to that DC, Baltimore area, I gotta check in. Like I hope it don't get. Like I hope I don't have to call you and be like, yo, I'm in your city. I don't know. It's disappointing.
I'm gonna have you gonna have to call Will E. RoboCop. Will E gonna be the enforcer, and who anybody come to DC, you be with them bum ass jokes, you can't come.
So I hope it don't get there. I think you know what's really sad. We all are men, especially our core, Joe. We are all men of a certain age. Like when does that shit stop? Like when is it? Like I think, like when does it stop? Like I'm not my crew, Joe. If I got beef with someone, my crew is tore up. Niggas got gout, niggas got high blood pressure. Like, who I'm going to get in my crew? Like, the gunman is an accessorized. Like, who, you know what I mean? Like, we got to wait for him to show up. I'm calling cops. Like, I'm getting that's my gang, the police. I'm not running around fighting people. I'm not doing that, man. Not at this season of my life.
You said your gunman is in an accessible van?
Got bad knees, gout. We gotta wait for him to come. If I got beef down there, wait till the gunman come. He gotta schedule the accessorize. Like, yo, we tore up. Yo, my crew is tore up.
Well, then that brings up another point. So I saw Stephen A. Smith get on the other day, and Stephen A. Smith started calling Whitlock a fat piece of shit, and he called him a bitch. He called him a bitch. Now, do you think whose crew, Steven's crew or Jason Whitlock crew, is more ready to get busy, and how many of them are? Who crew got people on Ozempic and?
Both of their crews. Like, who right? Everybody's talking tough. Like, come on, Joe. At 50 and higher, get your point across. Unless somebody, like, I don't have it in me. Son, I got a 12-year-old.
Right.
And I struggle wrestling with him. I'm out of breath. So I'm not, man. I wish they would just stop it, man. And you know what it is? It's rich people problems, Joe. Cat is rich. These dudes are rich. Everybody like. I just want to get my little piece. I
Right?
want to get financial. I want to be satisfied financially and just live in the sunset. I don't want to bother nobody. I don't. I don't want no smoke.
Got you. So you hold up. So you say you got 6 kids. You got 5 kids. What are their ages?
42.
Whoa! Hold on. You got a 42. Hold up. There's a 30.
Yo, I told you.
There's
Son.
a 30-year difference between your oldest and your youngest.
Yes, sir.
So let me go ahead and say this. Can I go?
Go for it.
Hold on. You about? I got to give you. I got to give you applause. Let me turn this music off. Hold on a second. I got to give you applause, and I got to give you this goddamn air horn. Cause as far as I'm concerned, you are a superhero. God said, go forth and be fruitful and multiply, and your dick took it personally. That is, your dick is biblical.
Son, when I was born, a kid came with me, nigga. You know what I mean?
When you was born, what?
One was with me. When I came out, it was another kid. That's how long ago.
That nigga said when he was born, one of his kids was born with him.
My mother, listen, and my mother didn't have twins. It was my nigga. That's how way back. My daughter was with me when I came out. Yeah, baby. This is dope.
So basically, your mother, when you was born, you was like, Mom, meet your grandbaby.
Right. Yeah, baby. Meet your grandbaby. Yeah. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's my man Brooklyn Mike. He's going to be joining us on the 27th, January 27th. You just came off now. Tell me if I'm mistaken. You just came off of touring with Chris Rock for a while, correct?
Yeah. Chris is a good dude. He had me on the road with him for a year. He had me actually punching up his material. I've been with him throughout the
stop.
whole...
You gotta stop there. Let's talk about the difference between punching up material and joke thieves.
Okay.
So the other day, the conversation comes out. Cat said, look, these motherfuckers are stealing jokes. And then the conversation starts on all the blogs about the difference between taking a nigga's joke or having writers or having your jokes punched up. Will you clarify for the folks what punching up jokes means?
Okay, so Chris has a team of writers. I was on the writing team. Chris is already coming in with like 90% of the stuff he wants to talk to. So with the punch-up writer, which I was, he'll go on to a city and he'll do a bit and I'll add to it or take away from it and I'll go, well, you should go this way. Or so if Chris comes out and go, I want to talk about drinking water. I would add on, well, say the water was cold or it was hot, Chris, or somebody splashed the water on you. That's punch. Joke writing is when you literally give someone an entire bit. Now,
so from premise all the way through the punchline.
Right, exactly. You give them the whole thing. So stealing a joke. So I think some people out there will go, like there are just some jokes that you can't say no one has ever stole. If you're a black comic and you bring up the things that go on with us culturally. So if I come down there and go, remember y'all when we was younger and grandma took the belt and they would make us go and get the switch from the tree and make us beat ourselves. Right. No one that's living or breathing can say that's their bit. No one that's living or breathing can go, nah, that's my bit where I talk
that's
about
my joke.
Some fellatio and she looked up at me. If you say someone stole that, then your joke writing is whack. It has no substance. It has nothing. So a lot of comedians, and you know this, Joe, especially black comedians, and I'm sure white comedians do it as well, but culturally we bring to the stage our experiences. There's a brother that works at a school who can say the same thing.
Yeah.
There's somebody that's a chef, you know what I mean? So when somebody go, hey, yo, this person stole my joke, and I'm like, what joke was it? Man, this girl was giving me some fellatio, and she looked up at me, and I just looked at them like, you can't be. I would run so fast. So
Right.
there is
Right.
stealing a person's whole set, and then there's just like, nah, man. All of us got beat with the extension cord. All of us.
I told a story here once before, and I'm gonna share it with you. When I first started, it was my first like real gig. I was getting $500. Right, this was the most money I had ever gotten in, for 10 minutes of work in my life. Right, I get to do a 15-minute set. They're giving me $500. And right before I go up, the comic who was the headliner at the time, his manager came into my dressing room, right, and says, "Hey, have you seen Comic X's bit before?" I ain't gonna say his name. And I was like, and I've said, I hadn't seen his whole fucking set. I seen his Def Jam set. So I was like, yeah. He says, well, listen, I understand that you talk about slavery while you on stage. I said, yeah. He said, well, he talk about slavery too, and he don't want you to do your slavery joke. I said, so Mike, I said, oh, okay. Mike, we lost you. We just lost Mike. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, I'm back.
I said, okay, cool. You know what? I won't. Okay, cool. And then he tells me that these are the rules, and I was like, oh, okay, cool.
Right.
He leaves out. Now I'm sitting there with my guys. I was like, how much is dude getting paid tonight? Dude was getting paid 5 racks. I was getting paid 500. I was like, oh no. Well, then he got more work to do. So of course, they said, ladies and gentlemen, this guy, y'all gonna love him. He's a new comedian doing his thing. Y'all give it up. Straight out of blah, blah, blah. Give it up for, we lost Mike. I lost Mike. I don't know what the fuck just happened. You gonna have to click it again, I guess. I don't know what the fuck just happened. And of course, the first joke I did was slavery joke. Please, y'all give it up for Brooklyn Mike. There we go. He's back. There we go.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah. You over there being an old man touching shit.
No, the phone rang. I was like, what the fuck is going on?
Oh, okay. So anyway, basically, they, as soon as they introduced me, the first thing I did is, have y'all heard about slavery?
Right.
It's like, don't do the slavery joke. As soon as they gave me the mic, I was like, good evening, everybody. Have y'all heard about this thing called slavery? Let me tell y'all about slavery. Spell it for me. SLAVERY. Slavery. Everybody say slavery. Can everybody say slavery? 1, 2, 3. Slavery. Fuck that. And of course, he immediately, I get a phone call saying, I'm a joke stealer. I got a phone call and he said I was a joke thief. And I called Bernie Mac. I'll never forget because I had just met Bernie Mac. I called Bernie Mac and I told him who the comic was and what he said. Bernie Mac, fuck him.
Right.
Fuck him. He ain't never had a good original motherfucking joke in his motherfucking life. So fuck that funky motherfucker. He ain't never had an original joke. You originally
Joe, especially if any young comic said they never said anything another comic said prior to them, you're like, get the fuck out of here. Like,
right.
When you young, you trying to find yourself and you don't know the rules of it. But a lot of headliners will go, I don't want to work with. And let's just throw it out there. I wish Cat would have said this. A lot of headliners don't want that smoke
at all.
They don't want it. They don't bring somebody that they know is going to make them work. Don't you dare do that. I've worked with, obviously, plenty of comedians. And one headliner took me out and he was like, okay, you just do 15 minutes. Kill them. No, I need you to do 10.
Mm-hmm.
Kill them. I need you to just bring me up. And I'm a young comic.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So, yeah, it's a lot of...
Let's matter of fact, while we sitting here, you and I, let's go ahead and put that out there.
Right.
Everybody who's watching this or who will see this clip, there's a difference between funny and popular.
Right.
And you need to know that. There's a difference between when comedy clubs book comics, because I have to book comics.
Right.
There's a difference between who's got the goods and who's gonna put asses in the seats.
Yes.
Sometimes it's just that the comedian is more popular than the guy down the street. It's just like basketball. We all know a motherfucker in our neighborhood who can jump over the goddamn hoop. He just didn't get the same opportunities that this other guy got.
Right.
Nothing against either one of them. It's just that that's how the shit worked out. And I'm going to go out there, and I'm jumping out there with you this morning, Brooklyn Mike, and say a lot of ladies and gentlemen listening, a lot of your favorite headlining comedians do not want this smoke.
They don't want it. They don't want. Now, and let me say this, Joe, while you have me. So, let me say myself, right? And a lot of comedians don't know this. Comedians are in their field. There's a lot of male comedians out there who had to be raised by their grandmothers or their sisters because they are so sensitive, right?
Bitches. I'm sorry. Let me say it for you, and I say it all the time. I did not. Once I started hanging out with Dominique, the woman, she let me see how many bitch-made niggas it is in comedy.
Right.
How many bitches?
And I know. So for me, I feel like a lot of comedians need to do some self-inventory of themselves, right? So I'm gonna speak about me. I know without. So let's do this too, Joe. Let's let them know. We hit it. Let me tell you what's the difference between someone that's a headliner and someone that can do a lot of time. I can do a lot of time. But when you look at the actual word and look up the meaning of headliners, I'm not a headliner. If Madison Square Garden take a picture of me and put it up on their billboard,
right? I'm
not putting asses in seats, right?
Gotcha. Right.
I'm not, and I can say that about myself. It's no diss to me.
Same here.
Marketing wise, I get it. I get it. I so get why someone wouldn't go, I need you to do a whole weekend. I need you to do this. Marketing wise, I wouldn't be a good risk. And I understand that. That part I understand. So when a lot of these comics go around, I can do 3 hours, 2 hours. The question is, and you know this, Joe, Chris Rock on tour did not even have to go to his social media to promote the show. The shit sold itself.
Right.
Done. He didn't have a team. He didn't have a flyer crew. Right. He didn't get on Instagram. He showed up.
And that's it.
You just show up. So a lot of comics, I don't understand why they keep using this person and that person and this person.
They put asses in the seats.
So Joe, if you and I was club owners, and even though we got a lot of relationships with comedians, for our business to take care of our families and send our kids to school, I want the dude that's going to pack us out. Comedy club owners don't care if you funny. They want to know what that register is looking like at the end. They want to see that. So comics out there, I know all of you guys can do 3 hours and 7 hours. It don't matter. Could you, and this is some self-evaluation you should do in yourself, could you fill an arena out with them just saying, you coming?
And people always ask, Joe, why you on seat? Cause the asses ain't gonna be in the seats. Ain't that many Rap City fans. It ain't that many Rap City fans to get it done. You understand what I'm trying to say? So as a comic, I get in where I fit in. You see what I'm saying? And don't complain about it. You know what it is,
Joe? I was told from Chris Rock himself, it's people like you and me and he loves fighting, boxing. He goes, don't nobody want to fight the number one contender. You just got to find a way to get in there because no one is going to invite the number one contender to the match.
Man, that's real talk, man. Somebody who schooled me the other day, who clued me in, Jackie Fabulous. You know Jackie Fabulous?
Yeah.
I was having a conversation when she came down here, and she was asking me about, I was telling her that I got offered to go out as a feature with someone as they, on their club dates. And then they told me how much features get paid. And I was like, oh, no.
Right.
I can't.
Right.
And for a weekend? That's how much they make for a weekend?
Right.
Oh, no, I can't. Nah, that's not. No, me, nah.
Right.
But then Jackie, because I had never been a feature.
Right.
I had never been. I might be part of a crew, of a
Right.
package, or I'm a headliner, or I go at the back. Right.
Right.
I was never a feature, and then so she said it, and then she says, "Well, Joe, who the fuck was about to let you feature for them?
Right.
You wasn't gonna be able to do it, but for 2 weekends." Cause they wasn't, and then we was gonna be sitting here, and she said that then the comedians was gonna be like, "Fuck wrong with Joe featuring?
Right.
When the fuck he start featuring? Joe is not a feature." And it, I had never heard that.
Right.
I had never heard a comic say that to me.
Right.
It was insight. It was
right.
Oh, Joe, you got the goods. That's not the issue.
Right.
You just ain't as popular as this next guy.
Yeah.
Your job is to get popular.
Right, exactly. And that's what pretty much Chris was saying. Dude, Chris said to me, don't be going around here wanting to be people openers.
Nah.
He's like, he goes, if somebody offer it, okay, but don't go in no club and wait for it. He says, people ain't gonna pick them up. Chris said out of his mouth, nigga, you gotta get it. I don't know how you gotta get it. Any way I can assist you, I'ma do it. But he's like, get it, and don't want to go around and be an opener. Mm-mm. Don't go chase for that. If they do, and if it's right for you, go for it. But don't be bragging. And he has his own way. You're a grown ass man. You want to be a nigga opener? And then Chris is like, how your kids looking at you? You going and begging for the opening spot. Like, let them call you. And let me tell you, with him, I've always known Chris. So
I'm hearing it in Chris' voice.
Right, but I'm saying to you, Chris has been a comedy colleague for years. He knew me, I knew of him. I've never been in his circle. Like, I'm not the dude he's gonna go, hey, let's go drink a beer. Like, his real friends are Eddie Murphy, Jerry Seinfeld. Like, right. Those are his Chappelle. Like, those dudes kick it. They go on yacht parties. And he called me in the middle of the pandemic. This is how much I know people watch what you do. And in my head, I was like, you know what? Maybe you just want to throw a bone, but I'm not even in his circle.
Right.
And he called me on my phone. Yo, I'm doing my 45th. I'm doing SNL 45th annual show. I want you to come on the team as a writer. He goes, it's going to be me, you, Michelle Wolf. And he naming some Emmy Award writers. Woo. And I was intimidated. I was like, he said, yeah, so this is what we're going to do. And I was waiting for him to say, yo, stop playing, yo. Like, who is this? Get off my phone.
Right.
And he made it happen. And when I went in there, and just to share this quick fast, was I intimidated? I was only intimidated because I knew those people he had in the room were award right. Like, these dudes were, at the time, Michelle Wolf decided to live in Italy for a year and just fly, so I'm in the room with these guys, and I was just like, man, he got me in here for a reason.
Right.
And I was the only voice, my voice was original. Everybody else was the same old. And he ran with that. And then he says, I'm going on tour. I want to bring you through. And some people, did he let you open up for him? And this is what I learned, Joe. Not one show he let me open up for him. I was just there to punch up, right, come up with some stuff, right? Not one show. And he had this guy, I can't think of his name, but this is what I learned, Joe. This is what I learned from that. Because, my ego was like, one day this dude gonna get sick and these niggas gonna need me. I'm like, because I'm bringing hardcore, I'm thirsty, mm-hmm. I'm grinding, like, I'm bringing this, I'm bringing the old Rocky movie Jim.
Right.
I'm bringing that type of comedy because I'm in rock, right? But his opener he had, and it was very interesting, he did crowd work. That's all he did. So Chris don't want somebody up there doing material. He just wants you to get them warm for him. And the guy that he had for him was perfect for him. He was perfect. That I wasn't the fit to be, and it's the guy come out, hey, what you do? You tech support, and he got the room. He was the advertiser for Chris. Like, Chris, yeah. So me, like my ego was like, give me 5 minutes of that. I'm blazing. Like y'all gonna have to go. But that dude was perfect for him. He was perfect.
Now, the reason that's so dope. Thank you. First of all, thanks for sharing that. That's so dope.
Yeah.
The reason I said really was, you mean to tell me you got to tour with Chris Rock for a whole year and you ain't have to touch the mic once? Did you?
And the pay was beautiful.
That's what the next thing I was about to say. And you got a check?
Did I? Did I?
Ladies and gentlemen, we got the Brooklyn Mike is the greatest hero. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You just became the greatest success, the greatest generational wealth story I just heard. Listen, everybody, we got to go. It's 9:55. Mike, I will see you next Saturday, ladies and gentlemen. Brooklyn Mike, myself, Timmy Hall, Cool Bubba Ice.
Yeah, shit.
Y'all,
okay, I'm in the gym. I gotta get in the gym.
Yeah, this is so forget everything we just said.
Right.
I'm not gonna make no money on this show.
Okay.
But this shit is gonna be hilarious. You hear me? It's gonna be hilarious. Make sure you come and check it out. Cause what we doing at Bangin' and Bowie, we're the gym. You know that gym that Mike talks about being in? My stage is the court, is the gym court. Before you go to the NCAA, I'm the down and dirty court that you come and get on. And everybody we got turnaround dunks, we got all kinds of assists and everything
You
else.
know what it is, Joe? It's like this is gonna be March Madness.
Yep.
You gonna come, you see the Dukes and the North Carolinas, you see the Georgetowns, but March Madness, it'd be somebody from Nebraska.
Right.
And coming in, bringing that smoke.
Ball State. Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
Mike, thank you so much. Everybody, can we give it up for Brooklyn Mike one time here on
please.
Joe Clair Live?
Yeah, can I give them my handle?
Yes, please. Tell everybody where to find you.
Please follow me at Mike Troy00 on all handles, Instagram, Gmail, Twitter. Mike Troy00.
Mike Troy, Troy, Mike Troy 00. Mike, before we go, I gotta play my latest track. You know I do music and everything else in my other life. I gotta play yesterday's track. It's getting a lot of traction on my Instagram. It's a very emotional track. So I wanted to play it and premiere for everybody this morning. Here we go, everybody. This is my new track while we got Brooklyn Mike on the jump. Before I go, I don't have a name for this yet. Check me out. On that note, everybody, we gonna get out of here. I'm gonna write this song. Mike, I will see you next Saturday, brother.
All right, yo. Thank you for having me.
Nah, man, thank you. I see y'all tomorrow, everybody. Bye, black ass bunch. Oh, Mike say, oh, damn, it's too late. Bye, black ass bunch. I see y'all later.
Bye.
This show, I love this. Here's Mike O's, here's his Instagram. Y'all like this? Thumbs up, thumbs down. I love this joke. Thumbs up, thumbs down. far. Gotta get out of here. Gotta go make something happen. Yes, you should, Mary. Come on, Mary. Thank you, Tina. Thank you, Tina. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you so much, Tina.